Okay, chat, it is nearly 4 a.m. We're gonna record this for one last time. So right now, I'm doing art club stuff. Great, right? And what I'm currently doing is I'm testing the sort of core of the online functionality working. Two goals. I want to make sure that players can A, connect to the server, and B, sort of like chat with people in the server by just, hey, here's my data, here's my current sort of position on the screen. I'm not at 2 yet. I'm currently still at 1. But let's actually talk about how I'm doing that. Within the sort of Turbo ecosystem, I'm using two main channel handlers. So I'm using a local joined and I'm using a player joined. Local joined helps the actual sort of initial local player get a reference to their player ID within the online server. The way this works is when the player does not yet have a user ID sort of assigned to them within the game state, it's going to send a message to the server to essentially pull its own sort of user ID. And the reason this works is because that client, that player, will call a function. I'll show it later. But then that function is going to be tied to their own user ID. So all we're doing is we're just saying, hey server, can you just send that back to the same user? Can you send that same info back to the user that requested it? So I'm going to go into my online player manager, and in here, in this handle online sort of handler function, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing handle is not connected. First we're checking if we actually have a player ID stored. If not, continue onwards. So from here, we're going to read the local joined sort of server program. I forget how entirely it works at this moment. And then essentially we're going to read to see if we have a player ID that we're sort of receiving. If not, then we're going to ask the server, hey, can you give us that information? Then, once we have a player ID assigned within the actual portion of this game state being online player manager, we are then going to call self.player, well, handle player joined. This is going to be one of the main functions I implement, but that's how that works. We are going to first check if that sort of ID that we're getting in within that sort of herd online function, if that is our own ID, then we're also going to check if it's exists within a hash map. Then if it doesn't, we are going to make a new ghost, which is just a new sort of player prefab based off of the information sort of tossed in through that message. And I have, it's 10 seconds, so I'm gonna show this off quickly. Boom, boom, I'm gonna move in this one. I'm gonna hit A on the gamepad. And then if I move this top one, I think there's an overlay. It is overlaying. Boom, new otter here, but not here. And then if I do the exact same thing here, it shows up, okay, cool, bye-bye.